What's going on, guys? ProTech here. I am finally going to be doing a video on my 30-day Twitch ban and what I think happened, the drama, this, that, and the other thing. So basically, last month on I believe it was the 22nd of March, I had just got done with my live stream and I was sitting there playing Final Fantasy XIV Online. And I look on my second monitor, I still had my Twitch chat open, and I noticed that the messages were getting deleted, and like the text was like scrolling up, and I looked at that, and I'd never had seen that before, right? And so I was like, what the hell is going on here? So I checked my email after I was looking at that, and I had gotten a message from somebody at Twitch saying that my channel has been banned for 30 days for hate speech. Now, first of all, because I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of questions or a lot of people, immediately thinking that I'm some kind of a racist or skinhead or whatever. I'm not. I never have been. I never will be. I don't discriminate people because of their color, gender, creed, sexual orientation. Never have, never will. That's not my ideology, okay? So let's just get that out of the way. However, I do like my vocabulary, and I use controversial words all the time. Particularly what happened in this scenario was that I had called, there was a viewer. I was basically roasting a viewer because he came into the channel and he was running his mouth and, this, that, and the other thing. Which, I mean, being a streamer, that's something that you really just have to, accept. That's what's going to happen. There are people that like you, there are people who don't, and you just have to accept that, right? And for me, I like to roast viewers. Why? Because when they come in and they say obnoxious shit, it makes for pretty good entertainment value. Now, going forward, I'm not going to be able to do that. And the reason for this is because I'm going to have a strike on my account for getting banned or suspended, right? And if it happens again, then I'm going to be either suspended for longer. The punishment will be harsher, basically. I don't know what it would be. I don't know what it will be, etc. So I have to go out of my way to ensure that that doesn't happen again. There are a couple of ways that I plan on doing this, and I think it'll be very what's the word I'm looking for here? I think it'll take care of the problem, okay? But onto what happened was, long story short, I called this guy a faggot. Now, faggot is a word that is used to describe homosexual or whatever, right? However, there are multiple definitions of this word, and a little later in the video I'm going to cover this, okay? But the first thing I want to talk about here is the guidelines, the Twitch guidelines, and how that works. Okay, so here is the Twitch guidelines for hateful conduct and harassment. And it says, hateful conduct is any content or activity that promotes, encourages, or facilitates discrimination, denigration, objectification, harassment, or violence based on race, ethnicity, national origin, religion, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, disability, medical condition, physical characteristics, or veteran status, and is prohibited. Any hateful conduct is considered a zero-tolerance violation, and all accounts associated with such conduct will be indefinitely suspended. Harassment is any content or activity that attempts to intimidate, degrade, abuse, or bully others, or create a hostile environment for others, and is prohibited. Depending on the severity of the offense, your account may be indefinitely suspended on the first violation. We prohibit using Twitch to facilitate hateful conduct or harassment, whether the targets are on or off Twitch. Individuals, communities, or organizations that do so are not allowed to use our services. We may take action against users for hateful conduct or harassment that occurs off Twitch services that is directed at Twitch users. Okay, so basically, you're not allowed in any way, shape, or form to do any type of hate speech, right? In any way, shape, or form. However, in my case, I feel like it's a little different, because specifically what happened was I called a viewer a faggot, and then right after that I said, and no, I don't mean the definition of the word faggot to mean a homosexual, like, you know, in reference to the homosexual definition, right? Being derogatory or whatever. And I have been doing that for years, for like 8 years, right? I always clarify the definition of the word that I'm using. Now, let's go and take a look at dictionary.com. Now, I don't know what the official definition of the word faggot is or anything like that, but if I had to make a guess, I would say that most people who are going to go look up the definition of a word, they're probably going to use dictionary.com, although I suppose people nowadays probably are using urbandictionary.com. In both cases, like regardless, the definition of the word that I've been using exists, okay? So let's go over and take a look at that. Okay, so here is the definition of the word faggot as per dictionary.com. Now it says usage alert. The terms faggot and fag are both used with disparaging intent and are perceived as highly insulting. However, faggot, but not fag, is something used within the gay community as a positive term of self-reference. Noun, slang, extremely disparaging and offensive. A contemptuous term used to refer to a male homosexual. Definition number 2 is offensive, meaning a contemptible or dislikable person. Now, I have and always will, regardless of whether I'm streaming content, regardless of whether I'm out in the real world, regardless, I have and always will utilize the second definition of this word. Why? Because if we go back to the start of the video, I made it very abundantly clear that I am not a racist, I am not homophobic, I am none of these things. Okay? I do not discriminate people based off of their sex, their religion, their creed, whatever. Okay? However, that doesn't mean I have to agree with your ideology, just like you don't have to agree with mine. So, my point is that I think that the ultimate reason that I actually got banned was because after I said, and no, and I'm quoting this, no, I'm not using the definition of the word faggot to mean a derogatory sense for a homosexual person, but the contemptible or dislikable person definition. After I said that, what I said after that was, and I like to use controversial words because it pisses people off. And I know it pisses people off. That's why I do it, right? Now, I don't know how that was construed, but I suppose you could construe that as hate speech. I don't know. But regardless, I think that because I added that sentence to the end of what I said there, I think that's what resulted in my ban. Now, the lesson that I've learned here is that Twitch is done with the bullshit in any way, shape, or form. Now, we can sit here and we can argue whether or not it's right, whether it's wrong, okay? For me personally, I don't think a 30-day ban was warranted in any way, shape, or form, okay? But the bottom line is that it's their website, and they can do whatever the fuck they want with it, okay? So, basically what this means is that going forward, as a streamer on Twitch, because that's basically where all my money is made, I have to be very careful that this does not happen again. Because there are a couple things that happen with this, okay? One, people who subscribe to my channel and they see it down, they're going to think to themselves that, wow, this is fucking bullshit. I paid X amount of dollars for this subscription, and now I'm not getting any of the content, right? Now, of course, you still get your emojis and stuff like that because the channel isn't banned, but that isn't good, right? I'm going to lose subs for that. And I have quite a few subs. I don't know how... this has never happened to me before, so I don't actually know, like, the damages that I'm going to incur with this. But Twitch is basically just done with the bullshit. So, you know, going forward, I have to use filters. I have to make sure that I'm careful with the way I talk shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still going to talk shit. I'm still going to talk shit. But walking the thin line of, you know, using these really controversial topics in my content is not something I'm going to be able to do anymore. Which, you know, may or may not be a bad thing. Who knows? But regardless... that's what's going to happen going into the future. I'm not going to be able to do that stuff anymore. And so I don't agree with this 30-day ban. I mean, I agree with the ban. I do think I deserve a ban because what I said was pretty controversial, and it can be construed in many different ways. But I don't think a 30-day ban was warranted. I don't think it was okay. I don't think it was right. But I accept it. Okay? I accept it. And, you know, going forward, I won't be doing that stuff. But I just wanted to make this video to get it out there to you guys who, you know, maybe you've been wondering, like, where the channel is, or, you know, you've missed all of the content that I've been making and you haven't caught wind of this. I just wanted to make a video specifically for why I got banned and things of that nature. So, thank you for watching this video, guys, and I will see you with the next one.